Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at all of the Community Day Pokemon from the past 2 years that I personally have in my inventory and kind of give you my thoughts on each one and just talk about the moves as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop into this, see what we have going on. It's been a couple of days. How's everybody doing? If you're new here, if you can hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. Turn notifications on so you don't miss anything. And let's hop right into this. All right, so this is going to be going down December 21st at 2 p.m. until December 22nd at 5 p.m. We've been over the details. We may make another video, but in this one, we're just going to go ahead and go over all the Pokemon that I personally have with the Community Day moves and how many I have, and just give you my brief thoughts on each one here, and then kind of tell you which one you may want to focus on and others that are completely just a waste of your time, okay? We'll go ahead and start this video right about now. So I do have them in number, by the number, okay? So we're looking at 231. Obviously, that's not how many Pokemon there are. That's just how many I have in this collection. We're not going to look at every single one of these. We're just going to be briefly looking at each Pokemon and just discussing, all right, this is a good one, this is not, right? Like we just said. So with that said, and which moves are worthwhile, right? Pokemon is good, but the move that they receive, not so much. Let's go ahead and hop into this. Starting it off with Primeape. Rage Fist is going to be learned by Annihilate and both Primeape. This is definitely a move you want on your Primeape if you're not able to play that, or maybe you just found a better IV, or even 100. I don't know if you want 100, you want a little bit less in attack, but I do have one powered up for the Ultra League. Works out great, absolutely phenomenal, and it's definitely going to be worthwhile with that Rage Fist. When it comes down to Poliwrath with counter, that's just amazing, okay? You definitely want that. Did take a little bit of a hit as far as counter is concerned, but it's still a great move, and you definitely probably want to go with that. Poliwrath is a very good Pokemon for sure. You don't want to miss out on that. Again, I'm sure a lot of you already have these, so we're not going to focus too much on each one. I do have a Shadow personally, so that's pretty nice. Taking a look at Victory Bell, this is going to be Magical Leaf. All right, so it's a direct upgrade here, so definitely going to be something nice. Now, something I have to mention really quick while we're looking at this, look at that 98 Shadow. Oh my goodness, I still don't have 100, by the way, Shadow. A lot of these are PvP orientated, okay? So if you're not into PvP, the majority of these don't even matter, okay? Really, they don't. Taking a look at Rapidash with Incinerate. Okay, well, it doesn't have, it's not Incinerate. Wait, am I looking at the wrong one here? What's going on? Hello, wake up. Pick the right one. What are we doing here? So the Rapidash Galarian is definitely going to have Wild Charge. It's kind of an odd move there, but at least you'll be able to go straight through the steel types if you do have an encounter with that being, you know, you're a fairy and all. So I guess another PvP one. Now this one is very odd to me. That's going to be the whole Slowbro family learning Surf. Now it has Scold now, which is a lot better. So it's almost like a slap in the face to this thing. You don't even really need it. Now, Surf is receiving a few updates. We did see it's going to cost more energy now, but it's doing more damage. So that could throw it off a little bit. But you're almost going to always just want to run Scold, to be completely honest with you. I even have the Galarian form here completely powered up for the Ultra League. And I moved Surf off for Scold because there is no point in having it. So there's that. And then we do have Typhlosion with Blast Burn. You always want this, all right? When it comes down to Typhlosion, if you have a good IV Shadow, you could use it to go up against raids. Definitely going to be doing a lot of damage. Otherwise, it's going to be more so for the Ultra League and the Great League, okay? So just keep that in mind, but definitely a hard hitter, and you can take a lot of people by surprise with Solar Beam. Now, when it comes to its other form here, it cannot learn Blast Burn yet, okay? So you can't evolve into it yet. I'm sure in the future they'll have a particular time and date where we can do that. As you can see, Wild Charge, Shadow Ball, Overheat, Nightshade. So there's no Blast Burn on it quite yet. That's with an Elite Charge TM. And then moving on to Politoed here, which is going to be alongside Poliwrath, and they're both going to be learning Surf. But again, the thing about Politoed is it has the Weather Ball and then a Scold as well. So you don't really need to run Surf. So it's another one you can kind of skip, and again, another PvP-orientated Pokemon. See all this PvP stuff, but yet PvP is busted? This is why it drives me freaking crazy. All right, next one, another PvP Pokemon, of course, which is going to be Quagsire with Mud Bomb. This is definitely a good move and an upgrade for it for sure. You're going to be getting stabbed. You can spam it very fast with Mud Shot too, and alongside Aqua Tail, it's going to be looking pretty juicy, or maybe even Stone Edge. And then we have another one of the Slow King family here with Surf. Again, you got Scold now, so you might as well just not even worry about it, okay? Do you want one on deck? Sure, I suppose so, but that's the least of your worries out of all the Pokemon, so don't even worry about it. I don't know what's up with this eyes on this one right here, but it's freaking me out. It's busted or something. Okay, another Surf one. There was a ton of them that received Surf for that one. I was still tripping, like, why in the world does it look like that? Blissey, Wild Charge. Is this something that you really... Well, here's a little bit of a different thing about Blissey here. It's not really PvP orientated or raid orientated. It's gym defender orientated. So if you want to have one with Wild Charge when you drop it in a gym, then go for it. This is my best one here. It has Wild Charge, hits hard, might as well. There we go. And then we do have Salamence. This is going to be my shadow, but remember it does have a Mega, and now we're getting out of the territory of PvP, or at least for this one here. So it is going to be the move Outrage. And again, it does have a Mega. You're going to have one of your hardest hitting dragon types. Now again, it's always easy to get outclassed by shadows, okay? So keep that in mind. But Mega Salamence is definitely going to be something you want with Outrage, so that's your raid attacker right there. So keep that in mind. We have plenty here, so I'm going back here to kind of, you know, reiterate that does have a Mega form. Not that you all did not know or nothing, but I just wanted to make it abundantly clear. I haven't even, well, I evolved one into a Mega form, but I don't really use it. Number one, this is my number one pick, Metagross with Meteor Mash. That's it, period. This is going to be receiving a Mega in the future, and you're definitely going to want to have one of these good. Now, when they release the Mega, we're going to be raiding it, which means you're going to be able to catch it after the raid is done, and you could potentially catch a good one, better IVs 100, or even a good shiny, whatever the case may be. So you do have that, all right? But just keep in mind, you probably want to have a couple on deck ready to go and stack up some candies now while you still can, because this is going to be an absolute monster when it gets its Mega. The Shadow is doing just about as much damage, I think, or more. Its time in battle is not going to be as long as the Mega, of course, but it's still going to be something you need. As you can see, I have a ton of these Shadows. Extremely confident in powering this thing up. You definitely want it. Number one on my list is Metagross. And then we do have Togekiss with Aura Sphere. This is a little bit of an interesting one because you kind of needed this fire and fighting to kind of deter a few different types. Now, you're going to be good up against Rock and Steel. That's going to be great and all. Flamethrower can give you a little bit more coverage for different situations, I suppose. But I really don't want to say it's not horrible. It's great. It's a good move. It's a good move to have for sure. It's just up to personal preference, okay? I don't want to say Flamethrower is better than Aura Sphere. They're both kind of even. Then we have Porygon Z with Tri-Attack. This is just a fun pick. I love Porygon Z. It's just an interesting Pokemon. It kind of reminds me of a Digimon in a sense, although it doesn't really look like one. But normal it's not super effective to nothing, so it's just a fun pick, okay? I do have a Shadow here, which is going to maintain in the Ultra League. But yeah, Porygon Z. Have a little fun with it. It does hit very hard. It does hit very hard, and it is really fun to use in PvP. Not necessary, though. But you definitely want to try attack move on it. Let's not get it twisted. Conkeldurr, one of my favorite Pokemon. As you see, I have this Shundo here, and it does not even have the community move Brutal Swing, because I found that I have better chances with Stone Edge and Dynamic Punch. But on my Shadow, I certainly do have Brutal Swing, and I maxed out my Shadow with those IVs. Yeah, we did it. Sometimes you just have to pull the trigger and have a little fun, okay? You're not going to sit around here waiting for the best IVs all the time, and you're never going to get it. And you're just wasting your time when you could have been having fun already. Brutal Swing Conkeldurr, pretty good. Coverage against those psychic types. And then we have Levian, or whatever, however you... This damn thing, I can't stand it. Shadow Claw. Good move. PvP Pokemon, I have no interest, as you can see. Not whatsoever. Electaros here. It's another one of these PvP Pokemon that is just kind of like... Sorry, if you really like this thing, then my bad, you know. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't really need to worry about that thing too much at all, okay? So we'll go ahead and move on to the next one, which is going to be Haxorus with Breaking Swipe. This is something you want on your roster for sure. Again, I wouldn't call this a PvP because it's actually going to be good up against raids as well. With Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, you will be doing a ton of dragon damage. And again, see that $65 there with the shiny? Don't raid things that you think are going to get a community day in the future because you're wasting your money. Just like that there. Wasted $65 on that shiny. Now I have a bunch and I didn't even need it. And I don't even have the community day move because I'm not using Elite Charge TN. And then we have Chestnut here with Frenzy Plant. You know, it's your standard thing. You always want to have those special moves on your starters, and it is a pretty decent Pokemon in certain situations. I have that one maxed out just for fun. And then we have Delphox with Blast Burn. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the bottom tiers on this list, as it's just not cutting anything, okay? It's just not really doing much. I think this is going to be my number 2. That's going to be Greninja, all right? Yeah. This will receive, I wouldn't, better watch myself, might get attacked. No, it has a mega form, okay? You wouldn't necessarily call it a mega form. It's a friendship bond deal thing, but let's be real, it's somewhat of a mega. And yes, we will get this. It's in the game. It's been data mined. So this essentially has a mega, Hydro Cannon. Water Shuriken is not a community move. It just received that move, so you don't have to worry about that. Yours is going to be one of your, I think, your top water type attacker whenever it does get that new form. And the shiny is black. So yeah, Greninja, number 2. Metagross, number 1 so far. All right. I'm not going to be going with PvP Pokemon because the damn Go Battle League is broken. Let's be honest. It's busted, it's broken, it's bad. Too much cheating. And then you have Thunder Punch Gudra. Pretty good. Some coverage, I suppose. Yeah. It's just another PvP Pokemon, all right? It's not really helping you out in raids. It's not doing anything for you. I mean, I guess you can help be a better gym defender or something, but yeah. Great shiny, though. Love that shiny, that peach color. And then you have Noivern. My gosh, what a waste of time. Boomburst was added to this thing simply to add it to other Pokemon's list for a new season of Go Battle League. Does nothing for it. Don't waste your time. Don't do anything. Do you want one? Sure, I have the 100 with it. Might as well. But other than that, kaput. Not good. And then you have Decidueye, of course, with Frenzy Plant. Another fun one here. And then you do have Spirit Tackle, which, again, it's going to be another one of those moves where you don't have to evolve to get it. It's just going to be kind of an exclusive move for it for now. There's really nothing to say. Every starter needs their new move, and that's as simple as that. Is it good up against raids? It could be. It could be. I'm not going to vouch for it 100%, but you're more using this for PvP. Let's be real. When it comes to its other form, can't learn it just like the other ones. Again, they're probably waiting for a special event in which we're going to be able to evolve our starters into that to receive it. And then we do have this boy here. All right, now Blast Burn on this, and then Darkest Lariat, which Darkest Lariat is going to be another one of those moves where it can just simply learn it, okay? Without you having to evolve into it in a particular time for Community Day. Blast Burn, of course, is. Max that one out. That's another fun one. Top tier attacker, not so much, but it's definitely fun to have. Primarina, I think, is going to be number 3 for me. Personally, that's just right off the top of my head, because in the Master Premier, it's freaking amazing. You can use it as a water type attacker in raids. You could use it as a fairy type attacker in raids. Okay, you have Hydro Cannon, Disarming Voice, and then the other fairy charge move, and then Charm as well, Waterfall. It's equipped for all kinds of stuff. It dominates in the Master Premier, which is no legendaries or mythicals, and then it can also be a good gym defender. So Primarina, definitely loving that one there. Personally, number 3 so far. When it comes to, is this one Charjabug? Yeah, this one learns Volt Switch. And it's definitely a fun Pokemon. It's PvP only. And then you have its evolution, Vikavolt, which I literally have one because it's a cool design. It's just a waste of time. I'm not going to make that. And then we do have this thing here, which learns, what was it? Was it high jump kick? What an absolute waste. Literally, I made one and I don't even have the Community Day move on it because I don't care. I'm never going to use it, nor do I ever want to. Cool design, cute Pokemon, sure. But not something that you need to be focusing on whatsoever. Damn moves are stacked up. High Jump Kick, Drain Kiss, Grass Knot, Stomp, Triple Axle. The thing is loaded up with good moves. So there's no doubt that this thing is a Swiss Army knife for sure if you wanted to use it in PvP. But the move High Jump Kick, You're like, a coverage steal. All right, fair enough. And then you have, I think this might be number 3 actually, or 4. You know, this thing is a beast with Rage Fist. Annihilate, come on. This thing was great out the gate. It got a little nerfed because of counter, but now it's back with this move. Raise your attack every single time you use Rage Fist, come on. That's absolutely amazing. Plus getting stab, this thing is a blast. And then at the bottom here, oh, we got a shadow. Oh, okay, so really quick about the shadow. If I see people commenting, well, I have frustration on my shadow Pokemon, but I bought a secondary move and I evolved it during the time and I didn't receive community move. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You have to have frustration removed, even if you have that second move bot. That's just the way they made it. I'm sorry to say, that's just, I know. I'm in the same boat. Screw that one up. Then we have Clotsire with Mega Horn. Now this could be used at particular times, you know, but I wouldn't really say you're going to need that move, all right? Most people are going with the Sludge and Earthquake. Mega Horn could be good up against those Psychic types that you're weak against, but for the most part, you're not going to really want to run that move. Just a little heads up there. So we have Annihilate, for sure, Metagross, Greninja, and Primarina. Those are my top picks there. I know I'm only picking 4 because there's other decent ones on this list here. I guess I wouldn't say Salamence because you have other dragon types outclassing it, like Rayquaza, for instance. Mega Rayquaza, simply outclassing it, easy money. I don't like to really focus on PvP Pokemon, again, because of the lack of care that Niantic is taking with it and how many cheaters there are in there. So no big deal, but I'm not gonna, you know, harp up and lift up these PvP Pokemon when in reality you make them and you go in there and just receive a bunch of lag. It's like, okay, forget about it. Conkeldurr, Brutal Swing, definitely good. I don't know, I think more so you just want the candies. If you don't have a good one, just get enough candies. Conkeldurr, Shadow, amazing personally. Now I'm being a little biased here. Haxorus, another good one for sure. Poliwrath, I guess if we got to go down PvP. But definitely Primarina. So there you have it, folks. Just wanted to let you know what was up, give you my thoughts on this really quick here. Hopefully the audio sounds good. My gosh, this is my second time recording this. Gotta love it. But hey, if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.